Hello, my name is Brian Fetz, and I'm a member of the technical marketing team for Keysight Technology's flagship product, the Infinium oscilloscope. My current responsibilities are working in solutions for DisplayPort and HDMI and other display technologies such as MHL, but most recently USB. These are high-speed digital interfaces going to 10 gigabits per second, and they have compliance programs associated with them. And we get involved with the standards into the work groups, the test writing bodies, and to do the workshops. And we do this to address not only the measurement issues and the measurement process, but also to be the best possible partner for our customers to provide key information and insight. As mentioned, one of these high-speed digital buses is USB, the Universal Serial Bus. It has recently gone from 480 megabits per second to 5 gigabits per second to 10, and these last two have been called SuperSpeed and SuperSpeed Plus, also referred to as Gen 1, Gen 2, or collectively as Gen X. Here at the Intel Development Forum in San Francisco, we are showing our USB 3.1 solutions, our RX, our receive test solution, our transmitter test solution, and our cable test solution. Right here beside me is the USB 3.1 transmitter solution. One thing engineers always want to know is what's the setup to test. And here I show the test setup for the transmitter. The components are the oscilloscope, the software that you see on the screen. We have a couple of cables, two phase match cables going to a fixture that you see in blue on your right hand side. And that fixture is connected to the device which is behind it. And then there's two other cables, one of which is going to the cowl out of the scope, and that is used to pull or interrupt and control output signals. And then there's another one we use which is just purely a USB cable that connects up to the fixture to provide power. Okay, the USB 3.0, 3.1 software looks like this. This is what it is. And it's the traditional test environment that we have on an Infinium oscilloscope with the progression from setup to selection of tests to other measurement configurations that you might prefer, and right through connection and automation tabs if you need them, and all the way to observing results or a report. In this particular screen, we'll see that you can pick your device, whether it's a device or a host, a hub. You can pick whether it's just 5G or 10G or 10G by yourself, but that would typically not be the case. You can also choose whether you want to use that Agilent fixture we just showed you, or you could use the USB IF's fixtures. And another capability we have is for you to pick the channel settings that you need, whether that be tethered in the case of a memory stick or a micro B for a 3.0 device. We have debug modes available and other flexibility that allows you to pick the USB IF SIG test versus our jitter measurement tool. And a new special feature for 3.1 is a variable equalizer or an optimized equalizer for you to either evaluate all the different settings and pick the most optimal one, or if you already know what the most optimal one is, then you would just select that in this particular drop down in the manual setting, and then you would pick the value. So this is the setup screen as shown again, except for this time we've run a device, and at a glance you can see everything that we've selected in the test process. What I'll do is I'll just jump over to the HTML report where you can see the summary of all the parametrics that were made. So I'll activate that, and you'll see a lot of the information regarding the test process, and you can scroll down to see the results. You can see in this particular case there were some specifications that weren't quite made, but I'll just draw your attention to the previous equalization message that I had said before, and that was regarding the CTLE selection, where there's different states that you might want to optimize. And so I'll activate this since this is hot linked, and we'll go right to the results of all the different CTLEs and the eye heights associated with it. And you can see that the first one wasn't as high as the next few, and then it gets progressively worse. And so what I'll do is I'll just show you a series of eyes, and I'll center that just nice and pretty here. And so this was the first one, and there's the second, there's the third, and you can start seeing it's starting to close down. Oops, I skipped a little bit. Now just go ahead and modify, and you can see it's wicking down. The next one's a little bit worse, and then the last one is worse still. And so you would pick the most optimal one, which in this case was number 3. And that's just a really brief summary of the Keysight transmitter test solution for USB 3.1. And you can count on our engagement to continue to provide you the key insights that you need and the information you need to get your products to market on time. Thanks for watching.